Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for the opportunity to speak before this assembly. 3 years ago, in 2025, the world was divided between those who believed that Hamas should not be defeated and those who believed it could not be defeated. Today, I can tell you that that debate was irrelevant because Hamas has been defeated. Those who believed it was impossible to defeat Hamas pointed to the enduring strength of ISIS even after the loss of the territory it controlled. It was thought that even if an authority friendly to Israel were to control the Gaza Strip, the resistance would continue not only to survive, but to flourish, as it had done before. Today, only 3 years later, we can say they were wrong. While the ideology of Hamas certainly survives, its impact is as irrelevant as the impact of Nazism in the 1960s. They make a lot of smoke, but very little fire. The great innovation that made our new reality possible was the North Gaza Authority. The founding principle of the North Gaza Authority is that it is not land that is important, but people. Most importantly, people who have the ability to choose their own path. Rather than establishing a single Gazan authority and shoving all Palestinians in Gaza under its control, Gaza was to be divided in two. By default, most of the land was in South Gaza. It was to be administered by the weak and corrupt Palestinian Authority. North Gaza, on the other hand, was to be administered by Israel, with significant help from Singapore in the area of clean governance, the Netherlands in agriculture, Rwanda in the enforcement of civil order, and the UAE in education and religion. And of course, with growing involvement from local Palestinians as it has become increasingly possible to ensure their personal security. Gazans, with the exceptions of those with prior security issues, were given a choice. They could live under Palestinian control, or they could choose to live under Israeli authority. The Israeli Authority would offer them security and opportunity. The Palestinian Authority offered them ongoing violence and corruption. Shortly after the Chinese Communist Party took control of mainland China, they tried to instigate a revolution in Hong Kong. While thousands of bombs were placed in Hong Kong, 80% of the population rejected China's influence. Why? Because for over 100 years they had been choosing British rule over the arbitrary violence and corruption of the mainland. And so they were resilient. The resilience changed at least the economic path of China. The same is true as the residents of North Gaza. They have chosen a better path. They have shown their resilience, and their resilience will change the path of the entire Middle East. The path is not of unending Israeli rule. The North Gaza Authority's roadmap, available for all to see at northgaza.org, has clear metrics that lead to Palestinian self-rule and autonomy once certain civil and security metrics have been realized. The residents of North Gaza are not choosing between surrender and resistance. They are choosing between life and opportunity in North Gaza or violence and a dead-end reality in the south. Every day, more and more Palestinians are choosing North Gaza and rejecting the broken governance established by the Palestinian Authority and Hamas. Even in South Gaza, the North Gaza model is increasingly being held up not as an enemy, but as an objective. The Palestinian Authority and the various militant groups are being challenged to do better, and they are doing better. The ideology of Hamas is being robbed of its people. Of course, North Gaza is not just an alternative to what was the status quo. The North Gaza Authority learned from the experiences of other small societies that have migrated from violence and corruption to clean governance, peace, and flourishing societies. These include Singapore, Taiwan, Rwanda, Somaliland, Hong Kong, and even the UAE. Going further back in history, we can see other examples in Amsterdam and even Athens. As per its plan, again on northgaza.org, the North Gaza Authority has rolled out numerous innovations in development finance, taxation, policing, and justice. Rather than financing corruption, as the Marshall Plan did in Italy after World War II, and as international aid has done in Iran, Yemen, Iraq, Afghanistan, Somalia, and numerous other countries, our financial systems are providing financing directly to individuals on a basis they can understand and using a system that benefits everybody involved. Other nations are already beginning to learn from our experience. In a region that was racked by terrible war, the North Gaza Authority represents a new hope. I encourage everybody, especially those from societies facing violence and corruption, to visit northgaza.org and learn about what could still be possible. Thank you.